Here we are discussing about the combination of resistors. So if there are lots of resistors are there present in electrical gadget, there are different possible ways are there to connect them to an electric circuit. There are mainly two ways are there to connect the electric resistors to an electric circuit. One is series combination and other is parallel combination. So in the last class we are already discussed about the series combination of resistors and we do some numericals based on that topic. Today we are going to discuss about the parallel combination of resistors. Okay, so all of you write the next heading, parallel combination of resistors or resistors in parallel. Parallel combination of resistors. Parallel combination of resistors. Okay. Can you recall what you mean by series combination of resistors? What do you mean by series combination of resistors? Badra? Anyone, no problem.
End-to-end connection.
Yes, very good. It is the end-to-end connection of resistors are called a series combination. End-to-end connection of resistors are called a series combination. But in parallel combination, the end of all the resistors, end means the terminals. We know that if we are considering, this is the conventional symbols of a resistor. This is the terminal. Terminals means the ends of the resistor. If the ends of the resistors are connected to a same end point, if the ends of all the resistors are connected to same end point, we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. So here the ends of this, here we have three resistors, R1, R2, R3. The end of each resistors, the resistor R1, resistor R2 and resistor R3. The ends of each resistor is connected to a same end point. The ends are connected to the same end point. Then we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. So all of you write the definition for parallel combination of resistors. If the ends of or if the terminals of all the resistors, if the terminals of all the resistors are connected to the same end point, are connected to the same end point, then we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. If the terminals or if the ends of all the resistors are connected to the same end point, then we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. Or I will give you another definition for parallel circuit. So this is the first and foremost definition. If the terminals of all the resistors are connected to the same end point, then we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. Or here, parallel circuit is the electrical circuit that arranged in rows. It is arranged in rows. First row, second row. Here only we have two rows. Yes. First row and second row. Here the electrical bulb is acting as a resistor. Or in this figure, R1, R2, R3. Three rows are there. So if the resistors are arranged in rows and it forms a branched circuit, we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. If the resistors are arranged in rows, we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. Or if the end point or if the terminals of all the resistors are connected to the same end point, then we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. Did you get the definition for parallel combination? Badra, can you define what you mean by parallel combination of resistors?
Parallel circuit is the electrical circuit that arranged in rows so form a branch in the
Okay,
circuit.
you can avoid this sentence only up to here. Parallel circuit is an electrical circuit that arranged in rows. That's enough. Okay, parallel circuit is the electrical circuit in which the resistors, who is arranged in rows here, the resistors are arranged in rows. If the resistors are arranged in rows, then we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. Or in a parallel combination, the ends of all the resistors. So here this is the terminal of the first resistor. This is the terminal of the second resistor, and here is the terminal of the third resistor. All the terminals of all the resistors, the terminals of all the resistors are connected to the same end point, then we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. If the terminals of the resistors are connected to the same end point, we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. So now let us see what are the characteristics of parallel combination of resistors. So here we are going to discuss characteristics of parallel combination of resistors. So for that, here we are going to consider a circuit. Characteristics of parallel combination of resistors. For that, here we need 3 resistors. From physics tools, we can consider that. Okay. Here we need 3 resistors. Then battery. Anything else?
Switch.
Yes, switch is needed. Ammeter and voltmeter. Ammeter, voltmeter. Where is voltmeter? Okay. Did you find the switch here? I think there is no switch. Yes, open switch and closed switch. Here they are using the tab key. We can draw that switch here. Okay. So all these components are needed here. Voltmeter, ammeter and cell. We can reduce its size. Voltmeter, ammeter and resistors. Here we need 3 resistors. Okay, here we have the cell. 1. Oh, I need one more resistor. Okay, we can take it from here. All right. Now we are going to arrange the resistor.
There are many resistors in this load.
Yes.
There are many resistors in this
Yes,
load.
we need 3 resistors, dear. That's why I'm selecting all these 3 resistors. First resistor, second resistor, and the third resistor. So here one resistor is extra. We can avoid it. Okay. Then a voltmeter is needed. Voltmeter is always connected. How a voltmeter is connected to a circuit? Parallel. Then an ammeter is needed here. What about the ammeter? Ammeter is here. And there is a battery. In between the battery, we need a key. Okay, that's all. Okay, now let us start. All right. So what do you mean by parallel combination of resistors? Parallel combination. Parallel combination is the combination of resistors in which they are arranged in rows or if the ends of the resistors are connected to one end point, we can call it as parallel combination. Okay. So here we are going to connect the ends of all the resistors. This is our resistor R1, this is resistor R2, and this is our resistor R3. Now we are going to connect the end of the resistors, end of all the resistors to one end point, to here. Okay, it is connected to here. Then a voltmeter is connected parallel to the circuit. Then the end of these resistors are connected to a common voltage source. Here in between this battery and ammeter, here we have a key in order to open and close the circuit. Here we have a key. Then the end of the key is connected to the ammeter. What is the use of ammeter in an electric circuit? Why we are, yes, to measure the current. Good. The end of the ammeter is connected to the end point. So now the circuit is complete. You can compare this diagram with that of figure 12.10. Figure 12.10 of page number 213. Page 213. So here we are using three resistors, R1, R2 and R3. The ends of all these resistors are connected to a common end point. That is why we call it as a parallel combination of resistors. Or here the three resistors R1, R2 and R3 are arranged in rows. They are arranged in each row. So we can call it as a parallel combination of resistor. And a voltmeter is connected to this parallel combination. And how the voltmeter is connected? It is connected parallel to an electric circuit. Then the ends of all these resistors are attached to a cell. The other end of the cell or the battery, not the cell, battery. The combination of cell is called the battery. The other end of the battery is connected to key. Then the key is connected to the ammeter. The other end of the ammeter is connected to the next terminal end of all the resistors. So this is the circuit. So now we can write the characteristics of the parallel combination. Now we are going to discuss the characteristics of the parallel combination of resistors. The first characteristics, here students you can see all the end points, the resistors of all the end points of all the resistors are connected to the same power source, or it is connected to the same battery. Okay, so here we can say that the potential difference of all the resistors are same. This is the first characteristics of a parallel combination. The potential difference through each resistors are same. The potential difference through each resistors are same. The potential difference through each resistors are same. Why? Because the ends of all the resistors are connected to the same voltage source. It is connected to the same battery. So the same potential difference flows through the resistor R1 and not V1, it is V. Okay, same potential difference flows through each resistors. So the same voltage V is passing through R1, same voltage is passing through R2, same voltage V is passing through R3. The ends of all the resistors are connected to a same voltage source, to a same battery. So that is why the same voltage or same potential difference is passing through the different resistors R1, R2 and R3. So that is the first characteristics. Actually this characteristics is exactly contradictory to that of the resistors in series. What happens to the potential difference in series combination of resistors? Is it same?
Different.
Yes, it is different. In a series combination, different potential difference is difference through different resistors. But here in a parallel combination of resistors, the potential difference is same through different resistors. The same potential difference V flows through resistors R1, R2 and R3. Now the second characteristics, current through each resistors are, can you guess? Current through, yes, current through each resistors are different. Current through each resistors are different. That is the second characteristics of a parallel combination of resistors. Current through each resistors, current through each resistors are different. So from this figure you can see that whenever the circuit is closed, the current is started to flow from positive terminal and the current is started to flow through this wire. It is reaches here. Now the current is here. So when the current is reaches here, it has three ways. It have three ways to flow. So I1 current is flowing through the resistor R1, I2 current is flowing through the resistor R2, and I3 current is started to flow through the resistor R3. So whenever the current is reaches at this point, the current is split into three and it is started to flow through the three ways. It is exactly similar to that of the water flow. Did you observe the water flow? If the water gets different ways, it is started to flow through these different ways. Just like that, the current that is starting from this positive terminal and it is reaches here, it has three ways to travel, or it has three ways to flow. So I1 current, it is split into three. I1 current is starts to flow through the resistor R1, I2 current is starts to flow through the R2, and I3 current is starts to flow through R3. So in a parallel combination of resistors, the current flow through each resistors are different. That is the second characteristics. Current through each resistors are different. I1 is the current through R1. Similarly, I2 is the current that is passing through the resistor R2, and I3 is the current that is passing through the resistor R3. Now, how we can calculate the total current passing through the circuit? The total current passing through the circuit is given by I is equal to, can you say the equation? How we can calculate the total current? Total current. No, you don't need to consider the Ohm's law now. How we can calculate the total current?
I1 plus I2 plus
I3.
I equal to, very good. I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay. So here the different current is passing through the different resistors. I1 current is passing through the resistor R1. I2 current is passing through the resistor R2. I3 current is passing through the resistor R3. So the total current of the series combination can be calculated by I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay. Now we can apply the Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, how we can calculate I? Now we can apply the Ohm's law. Yes, very good. I is equal to V by R. So according to Ohm's law, we know that the current I is equal to V by R. So now we can give some names to this equation, numbers to this equation. This is our equation number 1. I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. And according to Ohm's law, we know that the current I is equal to V by R. This is our equation number 2. So using this equation, the similar way we can calculate the value of I1, I2 and I3 respectively. Now we are going to calculate I1, I2 and I3. So here we know that I is equal to V by R. So my next question, how we can calculate I1? What is the equation for calculating I1? Haynes, Steve.
V by R1.
V by R1. I1 equal to V by R1. Normally you have a tendency to write V1 by R1. Is it right? Is it right? I1 is equal to V1 by R1. Is it right or not?
No.
No, because here the potential difference is same. The same potential difference V is flows through the resistors R1, R2 and R3. So here we need to split it. We don't need to split it into V1, V2 and V3. The same potential difference V is flows through the resistors R1, R2 and R3. So here we have I1 is equal to V by R1. This is our equation number 3. Then what is I2 then? I2. Hey Steve, I2.
V1 R.
V divided by R2. Equation number 4. We have one more current, that is I3. I3 is equal to?
Divided by R3.
Yes, very good. It is V by R3. This is our equation number 5. So now we get all the values of current I1, I2 and I3. So we can substitute it in our first equation. What is our first equation? I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So substitute the equation 2, 3, 4 and 5 to equation 1. That is our next step. What is our next step? Substitute equation number 2, 3, 4 and 5 to equation 1. What is our equation 1? I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. This is our equation number 1. Here we are going to substitute the values of I, I1, I2 and I3. What is I according to your equation number 2? What is I?
V by R.
V by R. I is equal to V by R. That is equal to I1.
V by R1.
V by R1 plus I2. V by R2 plus I3.
V by
V by
V by
R3.
R3. Now, which term is common in all these equation in this equation?
V.
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 So here V is common. We can take it outside. So here we have V by R. V by R equal to V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay. So here we have voltage from on both sides. We can cancel it. So what is left? 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So this is the equation for calculating the total resistance or effective resistance in a parallel combination. So here we can add 1 by Rp to identify the parallel combination. So this is the equation for calculating the total resistance of a parallel combination of resistors. Parallel combination. This is the third characteristics. The total resistance or the effective resistance of a parallel combination of resistors can be calculated by 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. And in order to find out the parallel combination, we need to take the reciprocal value, because here we taken it as 1 by R1. The series combination is very simple, because all the students are likely to attempt the question regarding with the series combination, because in series combination we are just sum it. We are simply adding all the resistors. Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. But in parallel combination, the total resistance or the effective resistance can be calculated by 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. And in order to find out the resistors in parallel, you need to take the reciprocal. Okay. So this is about the parallel combination of resistors. Parallel combination of resistors. Is it clear? The difference between series combination and parallel combination. In the parallel combination, here we consider the three resistors R1, R2 and R3. If the resistors are arranged in rows, we can call it as a parallel combination. Or we can say if the ends of all the resistors are connected to the same endpoint, if the terminals or the ends of all the resistors are connected to the same endpoint, we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. And here we discuss the characteristics of parallel combination of resistors. The first characteristics, the potential difference, or we can say the voltage, the potential difference or voltage through each resistors are same in a parallel combination. The same voltage V is passing through the resistors R1, R2 and R3. Now the second characteristics, current through each resistors are different. So from this figure here, from the figure itself you can see that whenever the current is reaches at this end point, it's split up into two. Not split up into two, it is split up into three. The first current is passing through this way, that is I1 current is passing through the resistor R1, I2 current is passing through the resistor R2, I3 current is passing through the resistor R3. So that is the second characteristics of parallel combination. In a parallel combination, the current through each resistors are different. And how we can calculate the total current in a circuit? The total current is given by I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. And here we use our Ohm's law. By Ohm's law, we know that I is equal to V by R. So using the same equation, here we calculating I1, I2 and I3. So it becomes I1 equal to V by R1, I2 is equal to V by R2, I3 is equal to V by R3. We substitute all these values into our first equation. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. All these equations are substitute our first equation. I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. It becomes V by R equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. So here the voltage term is common, taken outside. Cut the terms voltage from both sides of the equation. So finally we get an expression for the total resistance of parallel combination, that is 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is the equation for calculating the total resistance of parallel combination of resistors. Is it clear? All of you please switch on your videos. Okay. So once again we can go through that equations. After that I will give you a problem regarding with this parallel combination. So we can start with whom? Nas. Nas, can you define parallel combination of resistors? Definition only. Unmute. Okay, I can hear. I think some audio problems are there. Okay, Nas. I'm sorry dear, I can hear. Okay. Same question to Adil. Define parallel combination.
They are kept in parallel.
They are kept in parallel. Adidev, what about your definition regarding with this parallel combination? Unmute and say. Okay.
In parallel.
In parallel combination, how
In
the
parallel combination, the resistors are kept in resistors are in parallel, set in parallel, and the connections are to one point.
Yes, the ends of the resistors are connected to the same end point, or the terminals of the resistors are connected to the same end point, then we can call it as parallel combination. Or we can say, or in simpler terms, if the resistors are arranged in rows, if it is arranged in each rows, we can call it as parallel combination. Then Arjun, can you say any one of the characteristics of parallel combination of resistor? Anyone?
Is connected.
What about the potential difference in a parallel combination?
One by.
I am not asking about the equation. Does the potential difference is same or different? That is what I want to know from you.
Different.
Meghna, can you say any one of the characteristics of parallel combination of resistors?
Potential differences same through each resistor.
Very good. The voltage or potential difference is same. The voltage or potential difference is same through each resistors. Okay. Then Rose, any other characteristics?
Current through each resistor is different.
Very good. The current through each resistor is different. Very good. Then the next question to Johan. How we can calculate the total current in a parallel combination?
By adding
The total current. If we have the currents I1, I2 and I3, then how we can calculate the total current in a parallel combination?
by adding
Yes, Prajot. I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. If we have different currents are there, we know that in a case of parallel combination, the current through each resistors are different. I1 current is flowing through the resistor R1, I2 is flowing through R2 and I3 is flowing through R3. So the total current of the circuit is given by I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay, then next question to Haya. What is the equation for calculating the effective resistance in a parallel combination? Effective resistance in a parallel combination of resistors. Yes? Who is ready to say the answer? Rifa? Equation for calculating the effective resistance in a parallel combination.
Ma'am, I by R is equal to I by R1 plus I by R2.
It is not I1. 1 by R1, 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay. The total resistance or the effective resistance in a parallel combination is given by 1 by R1, 1 by Rp. We can use the suffix P in order to show it is a parallel combination. So 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Is it clear or not? Clear? Here we can see a difference, the table of difference between the series combination and parallel combination. I want the answers from you. So here I am going to make a difference between series combination of resistors and parallel combination of resistors. Okay. So we can discuss each difference between the series combination and a parallel combination. Here, who is ready to say the first difference? Vishnupriya, what do you mean by series combination?
Resistors are connected in end-to-end manner.
Yes, the end-to-end connection of resistors. End-to-end connection of resistors. End-to-end connection of resistors. Okay, then Hadidi, what do you mean by parallel combination? End-to-end connection of resistors are called a series combination. And Mary, what do you mean by parallel combination?
Resistors are connected to the same end.
Yes, the terminals of all the resistors are connected to one end point. The terminals of all the resistors are connected to one end point. This is the first difference. Resistors are connected to one end point or the same end point. Okay. Then the second difference. Nirubama, what is the second difference in series combination? Second characteristics of series combination.
Flowing through the circuit is same.
Yes. Current flowing through the circuit is same. Current through the circuit is same in a series combination. Current through each resistors are same. Current through each resistors are same. Then Next, Hadidi. What about in the case of parallel combination? Aditya. What about the current in a parallel combination?
The current that passes through parallel combination are different.
Yes,
In-
current through each resistors are different. In the case of series combination, current through each resistors are same, but in parallel combination, current through each resistors are different. Current through each resistors are different. Current through each resistors are different, and it can be calculated by I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now, Aman, can you say the next difference or next characteristics of series combination? Savio, try to say the next characteristics of series combination. Or who is ready to say the answer? I request all of you, please switch on your videos. Rose. What about the potential difference in a series combination? Anyone? The potential difference in a series combination? Same. Yes. The potential difference through each resistors are same. Potential difference through each resistors are same. Potential difference through each resistors are same. Now, what about the parallel combination?
And different potential.
Yes, potential difference through each resistors are different. Potential difference through each resistors are different.
Ma'am, it is same, right?
In parallel combination, yes. Yeah, now you are listening the class. Potential difference through each resistors are different in a series combination, and the potential difference through each resistance are same in parallel combination. In series combination, the potential difference through each resistors are different, but in parallel combination, the potential difference through each resistors are same. And how? Here we can calculate the total potential V. V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. In a series combination, the potential difference through each resistors are different. In parallel combination, the potential difference through each resistors are same. Now one more difference is there. The equation in calculating the total resistance in series combination and parallel combination. So here we have series combination, here we have parallel. What is the total resistance of a series combination? How we can calculate the total resistance in a series combination? Rs is equal to, anyone unmute and say Nas.
R1 plus R2 plus R3.
Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. How we can calculate the total resistance in a parallel combination? 1 by Rp is equal to
1 by R1 plus
1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So these are the difference between series and parallel combination of resistors. These are the difference between series and parallel combination of resistors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here nearly 4 differences are discussed here. So the end-to-end connection of resistors are called a series combination. If the terminals of all the resistors are connected to the same end point, or we can say if the resistors are arranged in parallel, or if the resistors are arranged in rows, we can call it as parallel combination of resistors. The next one, the current through each resistors are same in a series combination, But in parallel combination, the current through each resistors are different, and the total current is calculated by I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. The third difference, potential difference through each resistors are different in a series combination, and it can be calculated by V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. But in the case of parallel combination, the potential difference or the voltage are same throughout the circuit. Then the last difference is but it is the most important difference between the series and parallel combination. The total resistance of a series combination is given by Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. But in the case of parallel combination, it is given by 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay, so we can do the numericals based on this parallel combination in our next class. So with this we can wind up today's session. So before the next class, you must thorough with that of the equations of series and parallel combination.